Good time zone, everyone. Tonight, I'm here to give you my review of this incredible game that came out of nowhere during the Xbox Developer Direct conference called Hi-Fi Rush. This is a third-person rhythm beat-em-up game from the makers of The Evil Within, Tango Gameworks. Now, that right there calls for all the record scratches in the world because of how they gone from that to this. It's a puzzling one, right? Well, you'd be surprised because this game sure as hell surprised me. Oh my god, I cannot underestimate or not even underestimate. I cannot overstate or understate just how great this game is for $30, and it's on Game Pass. So let's jump right into it. Quick. I already beat in this game, so you don't need to worry about So you are Chai, the reluctant hero, and when I mean reluctant, I mean really reluctant. Like he just wants to be a rock star, but instead he gets branded as a deviant for not being, I guess, perfect. I don't really know why he got branded as a deviant. He just got branded as a deviant. You do have allies you can call upon, in which they have special skills, abilities to take down baddies. But this is just a solo adventure. There is no co-op of any kind, any shape, or anywhere in this game. This game does have a shop if you go to this guy over here. And here you can buy your skills, you can buy your special attacks, you can buy items to increase your health, your combo Masuo system. I call it Masuo, but there's actually a name for it called the reverb gauge, I believe. And then of course you have your chips where you can have like buffs and for not just you but for your allies. And of course if you go over to her, you have a training room, and in this training room you can train and practice these move sets, your allies, your combo systems. I highly recommend this because especially if you're playing this on rhythm mode is extremely difficult, because if you miss a beat even once, it is game over. Well, not really miss a beat. If you get anything lower than a D. And speaking of the fights, the boss fights in particular are probably the highlight of the game. They're all unique, not carbon copies, not generic. They all have their own personalities, their own battle arenas, their own music. It's just insane. The fourth boss fight in this game is probably my favorite boss fight in the entire game. I had so much fun with this particular boss battle that I just can't help but playing that level over and over again just to see if I can get like a perfect rank on that. And you can play this game over and over and over again for a perfect rank. A perfect ranking if you are a 100% completionist and whatnot. So let's talk about the combat, because I feel like the combat may be like a big issue with this game. And let me just say right now, the combat system in this game is very forgiving. It is absolutely forgiving, because there are options here in the menu, right? There's for auto action, there's single rhythm key action. There's a low latency option. So basically what here is, if you feel like the controller and the game is not like responding in sync, you can turn this off to make it much more easier on yourself. And I do recommend it, because one of the later levels gets batshit insane and the rhythm is a bit off, as I definitely did well notice this, and I honestly should have turned this off. But again, I haven't played this game for about like a week, and then this is where the training room comes in. It's sincerely recommended to go to this room and train your rhythm and beats just to get used to it, because this game does punish you if you miss your timing and or beats, especially on rhythm mode, and especially during the boss fights, especially one particular boss fight. This boss fight really does punish you if you don't hit your timings on cue. So again, that's what the training room is for. But yeah, for $30 or free on Game Pass, again, 12 levels, unique bosses, great humor, great combat, beautifully visually pleasing world. The only reason why I'm not showing you the game is that I honestly want you to experience this game for yourself. It is definitely awesome, definitely amazing. Coming from Tango Gameworks, who did The Evil Within. It's just wow. We're not even in March or April yet, and this game is probably one of my favorite games of the year so far. I recommend it. I sincerely recommend it. It's great. It's awesome. It's really great. It's really option. It's really great. Really awesome. You'll have a lot of fun with this. You know what? Let's turn on the AI, and this is another cool thing too. So you can turn on the enemy AI, and just like, you know, have fun with it and stuff. My only thing too is that you can't. You can turn these guys on, but unfortunately, I think you can have more than one enemy. I think. I hope you. Oh no, you can't. Okay, so I think that's like that's like the only big problem is that you can't really show off more enemies in the room. But other than that, I do recommend it. I sincerely recommended it. It's very fun, very engaging, only worth $30 or for free on Game Pass. Thank you for watching this review. This is I know this is a very sloppy review, but I hope to get better over time. With how I talk about the game and stuff like that. I really wanted to do this video because I never expected Hi-Fi Rush to be my favorite game of the year so far, and we haven't even gotten to March or April yet, or the games in February, or the games over the summer, and we haven't gotten Redfall or Starfield. Regardless of what you think of Bethesda, it's just so much fun. It's so much fun. The humor, the combat, the writing, the characters, the unforgettable characters, the unforgettable boss battles, and it's this incredible world space. If this is just a one-off, then they did a freaking fantastic job with this one-off game. If there are more sequels, then I am definitely a fan of it. I want to see more from this universe, but again, if it's just a one-off, I am more than satisfied as well. Well, if you like what you saw, feel free to leave a like and comment and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all next time. Thank you for watching this video. I appreciate you. Bye bye.